all you cool cats out there. Welcome to 10 Paces.
Yes, welcome. Thanks for dropping by.
Ba-da-ba-ba, we're back, baby!
Whether you want it or not, we're back.
Yeah, we got through spring last week, and now we're ready to go. We're getting back into the format.
That's right. What better way than today?
Maybe the as the crow flies?
You want to draw a crow?
No, it could have been a better way.
Oh.
But we're here.
And that's what matters. Travis, how was your week?
Oh, I had a real humdinger of a week.
Really? I was hoping you weren't up to much.
Oh no, I've got stories and tales to tell.
Ooh,
I feel like I could really overcome anything, honestly.
Heck yeah. That's gonna be an exciting show, because I got a humdinger of a problem.
What's that?
Well, you see, last week, we bulldozed the town and we started anew. We did some spring cleaning,
Yeah.
and we started building up the town. So I hired on.
I noticed the cactus was still there, though.
It's actually,
if anything, it looked empowered.
yeah, it's gotten a little bigger, but that's not for today's problem. Today's problem is I sort of I wanted to, save some money and, maybe see what I could get done around here on I won't say the cheap, because their work is impeccable, but I kind of made a deal with a certain person to provide some help. And
Oh, like a contractor?
yeah, a contractor. However, I don't want to pay up.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, I never intended to pay up. It's not about it. They didn't ask for money, or I don't know, blood.
Yeah, I hear that. That's how a lot of folks get by, is just by not paying up.
Yeah, it works usually. However, it's sort of time to collect, and it's not really my choice. So, you want to do me a solid?
What's it worth to you?
Well, if you don't, I'm kind of going to a real hot place and not coming back.
I wouldn't want to stop you from going to Haiti, or
Well, it's
I don't know. Was it Colombia, Venezuela?
hey, you were close. It's Hades. It's hell.
Oh.
Yeah, I made a deal with the devil.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops. That one's on me, I guess. But
Well, I mean, almost entirely. In fact, entirely.
I was trying to do a nice thing for the town.
Yeah. I mean, what were you trying to do? What needs doing?
But we need
You know, I'm here for doing if it's for the community.
Well,
As much as I hate you and the badge that you wear, I'm here for the town.
Some days I hate it too, but that's for my therapist to unpack. He sent some carpenters and a real big toolbox, to get everything done. And I was thinking, great. There's a lot of bad stuff in that toolbox, and as it turns out, a lot of it wasn't just for building. It was also for, I guess, when people don't want to collect or don't want to pay up.
That makes sense.
So we've got some carpenters with some, I guess demonic toolboxes and tools. And I'm pretty scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, how can I help?
We got a come up with a way to. We gotta beat them. We gotta beat them back. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess I could draw up kind of a. All right, if you show me where they are,
Mhm.
I'll draw them up. We'll kind of create like a. I don't know. At least having a diagram helps us create a battle plan.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna feel great about it once you see them, but yeah, we got to start somewhere.
Okay. I guess let's get scouting. I'll swing down what I can get. How long do you think it'll be before they spot us?
Ooh, I don't think we could make it 30 minutes. Past 30 minutes rather.
Yeah. Might want to keep it safe and cut it at 25.
Sure, yeah. 25 sounds great. Okay.
All right. Let's get to scouting.
Let's get to scout. 3, 2, 1, draw.
It's a good thing they can't hear us from our soundproof vantage position.
Yeah, well, they don't really speak English. I can't. I tried to like mimic their dialogue once, and my saliva turned to ash.
Oh.
Instant burns.
Yeah, it looks like they have old tongues.
Yeah, so I can't even say that. You see that little red dude over there? Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if he's part of the group, but he's always there, and he's always just handing out cigarettes to the boys.
Oh, I'll take one.
Ah,
I don't see who you're talking about, though.
that might be my own personal demon. I'm not sure.
Ah, man. I mean, if you want to make an introduction,
I don't want
I quit vaping, and I'm looking for a fix.
Well, I hear a lot of people quit vaping and go to smoking. So you might be onto something there.
Oh, that might be the new trend. I actually saw an article saying as such
Really?
that like smoking's becoming, I don't know,
The new
glorified
cool.
again.
Well, it was always pretty cool in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean that's how you got all those Joe Camel jackets back in the day.
That's right. And if you want to lay down pipe like Joe Camel, you know what to smoke.
Ooh, yeah, nothing like a camel's hog.
Puts the hump in hump.
In hump day.
Every day is hump day for him. Because he's a camel.
Also, I've been getting, you know, all those The Truth ads that we used to get on like every channel that might have been targeted to us in junior high school.
Oh yeah.
Been getting a lot of those about vaping.
That sounds great. We gotta work with that.
So should we?
We should
Are
call
we
him
gonna
up.
ally with them, the FDA, or are we gonna counterculture it and hit up, I don't know, Elf Bar, or what's another vape company?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
look
hit
at.
up vape companies. Are we gonna? I
I'm
guess
gonna-
we'll work for the highest bidder.
I think the highest bidder. Looking at my vape right now, it's got to be Geek Vape.
Ah, cause we're geeks.
That's right.
We like pop culture.
We like pop culture. We're gonna. They might have some great vape juice flavors like
Like Mega Man E-Tank.
ooh yeah. This one's not a great one, but Earthworm Jim.
Do they have a vape flavored like a Victory Royale?
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
Ooh,
Nice chicken dinner.
winner.
Chicken. I couldn't think of a chicken food, like a dish. Tortellini.
Chicken cacciatore.
But I barely know a Tori. Actually, I don't know a Tori anymore.
Yeah, you haven't caught one yet.
I'm always on the lookout, like a Pokemon trainer.
Give me a Tory. I'm looking for an old, defunct political party.
Well, if I can get a Tori, and I can get a Vic, and I can get a Roy, you know what that makes all of them?
What?
A Victory Roy.
Ooh. You're building up. See,
Yeah.
I was gonna go, Liberty Party? Maybe Bull Moose?
Why? Are you a fan of the candy, or is it ice cream?
No, I'm just very much against the Tory party.
Mm.
I think. I only know them by name, I don't know them by policy.
Why? What do you have against the name? What's in a name, Travis?
You're right. What's in a name?
Letters?
I think something with a rose?
I mean, there's only like one common letter there. I don't know where you got that.
I don't know. There was a guy called himself the Bard, and I'm like, okay, cool. You're a D&D nerd. I get it.
Yeah, you're a real geek vapor.
Oh yeah, he was blowing plumes, dude.
You couldn't.
He had this big circular plume around his neck.
Yeah? Are you sure he wasn't powerful?
You never know until you try. So I didn't try him at the time.
Oh, you should have pushed him. Just push him over before saying anything. See what happens.
Oh yeah, see if he's a real geek or not. A real geek will fall right down.
Yeah, and tumble. Maybe like his pins go flying.
Yeah. If their glasses fall off and it incapacitates them,
Oh, they're
fucking Dorcas on your hands.
Yeah, they're gonna step on their glasses. And it's going to be funny. And you're going to laugh.
Yeah, because
Maybe
they
till you
can't
cry.
see without
Yeah.
their glasses.
And now they can't even get their glasses back. Fucking dork.
Comedy gold.
And if you push them down 3 times, it's the rule of threes.
A wish.
Yep. The geek will grant any wish of yours due to intimidation.
I usually have them do my homework.
Yeah, that's a good wish. It's the
Yeah,
wish that keeps on giving.
It's the only way I passed high school.
Dude, you passed high school? Good job.
Yeah, I put in the work.
That's right, you beat
I
up.
went over there toppling geeks.
Did you find their, wherever they played D&D every Sunday?
Oh, you're talking about the Horde?
Yeah.
I wish, but I was too busy having sex.
Yeah, of course. I forgot how much sex you were having.
Yeah, I was totally boning all the time.
Yeah, I couldn't, I was like, hey, dude, I just found the Horde, and you were like, too busy. And you didn't even tell me
Yeah,
why.
I'm surprised you didn't notice with all the constant sex I was having.
I just figured that's what we did. Not like
Oh,
us,
yeah,
not
I mean,
us.
When you normalize anything, it just becomes a part of the day-to-day life.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Pushing down nerds and pushing down turds. Because I only do butt stuff.
You're a man of principle, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
If you're not into butt stuff, get out of line.
If you're not into butt stuff, you're not getting this nut stuff.
Oh. Gosh. Tell me about some of your week. Let's get away from that conversation.
Yeah, I think that was a nice capstone. I went to see a comedy show, and I don't know if that should be if I should just tease it now and save it for later. But it was really the highlight of my week. It was something spectacular.
Did you see Joe Pera again?
Oh, I wish.
Ah,
I saw Patton Oswalt and Tig Notaro,
that's some.
who are both spectacular comedians.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's some
But
highbrow, not highbrow, high class.
spectacular comedians in their own right, but something amazing happened.
Did they invite you up on stage?
Oh, I wouldn't have been here. I would have died on that stage.
Would have brought them onto the show. You would have been like, by the way, I got a show every Monday.
Yeah, you're not busy, right? You're not busy touring in the middle of a tour?
Well, no, you just wanted to tune in.
Yeah.
Give you a shout out on the
I mean,
tour.
while you're on the road, while you're on the tour bus, just maybe throw it on.
Get a couple laughs, you know.
Or maybe instead of doing your set, just take a night off and throw us up on the big screen.
Oh god, you just get a text, hey, you're on in about 5 minutes, right?
Sure. Give or take.
Alright, you're now live to 20,000 people.
Fuck me. I can say the fuck word, right?
No, yeah, actually. But,
Cool.
so what happened? I assume not this. Because our view count is not 20,000.
It'll get there. Have
Yeah.
hope.
Like Photoshop.
So, like, I would say 2/3 the way through Tig's set, in the most hilarious way, because Tig's comedy is all about how gay they are, and that's not just me saying, "Oh, they're only talking about how they're being gay." They're very aware of it. So they mention how gay they are, and then you hear a retching noise from audience left, stage right, and
Okay.
Tig goes, "I won't take that as homophobic," and gets a big laugh. And then, nope, turns out it was a big deal. Shuts down the entire show.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I didn't get a good look with my new tired eyes at the person who got taken out of there fucking 40 minutes later. But apparently it was just I'm assuming they were drunk. I don't know. But based off their belligerence and unwillingness to leave, so they had vomited and just vomited in like a seated theater.
Oh no.
Refused to leave after vomiting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so delayed the show by 40 minutes.
Well, they cleaned up his bile. I hope they cleaned it
Yeah,
up.
they oh yeah, everybody cheered the custodian who came out to clean up the vomit. But it took so long to get them out of there. Like, obviously Tig was entirely thrown.
Yeah.
Recovered like a goddamn champion though.
Oh, I'm sure that's not the first time something like that's happened, and at least they didn't have to like, they weren't getting like heckled. It was just this drunk person.
Right, but they were clearly rattled.
Yeah,
and so that became like the subject matter of the entire rest of the show, just about.
Just a bit of improv for a while, because like, what the fuck was that?
Because, like, Tig was obviously rattled, recovered spectacularly. Patton came out and had to do I guess it was a shortened set, or it just felt short comparatively.
They may have only had so long.
Yeah, I mean, it's a theater gig. You've got so much time. But it, his entire opener was about the the belligerent vomiting person.
Let's call him.
And it was amazing. And then, whenever he was trying out some new jokes, and he's like, God, I wish somebody would puke right now. And God bless him. He's one of my favorite comedians, people.
That sounds great.
But you can't follow up like just an unexpected spectacle like that.
What's great is, that was a how do I phrase this? Because that wasn't, at all planned. I don't think that guy was a fucking plant.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
Like they
that's an experience.
I saw them getting wheelchaired out of there because they refused to leave again.
Yeah. And
no, if you get belligerent drunk,
just
maybe it's time to start thinking things.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to
it's
get
tough.
an Uber on life.
Yeah, I know it's tough, but I've known some people who have if you're drunk, just I don't know, maybe leave a reminder for yourself to acquiesce to those around you who are trying to help.
Yeah.
Put your pride aside.
Good luck with that, but I hope.
But it was a wonderful night, an incredible show.
Oh, what I was getting at is that it's a show that you can now go back to and get a whole new show because of all that improv stuff. Because that show wouldn't have happened otherwise. That was a unique experience that no one else is going to get.
Oh, that's why I'm a big fan of improv everywhere.
Yeah.
I think everybody should improv at any given time. I feel like there's no wrong place for it to happen. And I don't feel like it disrupts anybody's day.
What about a funeral?
Everybody's in need of some levity there.
Maybe just not during the speeches.
No, absolutely. That's when they need it most.
Oh,
that's
okay.
when they're most at the brink of tears. So that's when you throw in a
nice little sound effect.
A big fart noise,
Yeah.
or
put a whoopee cushion in the grave plot, so when they lower the casket, it goes.
Or all of the clergy just start busting out into the hot to go dance. They're there for fun.
Yeah.
Comedy has no boundaries.
Yeah. Ooh.
If Mr. Bean taught me anything,
Mr. Bean is a fantastic mentor for your comedy genius, Travis. I approve.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Rowan Atkinson famously said, comedy has to have a victim.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not funny if there's not somebody just being victimized. But I mean, I take it from a comedy great. There's nothing wrong with victimization.
In this regard.
Yeah, if it's funny.
You know what else is funny, Travis?
What?
You got about 7 minutes left.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
I was telling a great story about a vomiter.
Oh, you were on the hat for a while, I think is what it was.
I was on the hat?
The bill of the hat took you a bit.
Yeah, I think I just got lost into little details and
Yeah.
close folds.
It's okay.
I just want to do a good job. I think we'll formulate a better plan the more detail we have.
You're not wrong. Hopefully this is all they got, and there's not some reinforcements or powering. Do people actually power up? Do you think they can actually power up?
I've done it.
How much training did you do?
I mean, I just went into a fugue state. It was that one time when I thought my life was on the line, and then they hurt my captain. Then I screamed a lot and did a real big punch.
Are you sure you're not just quoting some anime?
I don't know. I have trouble differentiating these days.
It's all that sex that you had.
Yeah, it really broke my brain. Melted my mind.
You got fucked, dummy.
I got my brains fucked right out. Speaking of fighting in anime, have you heard of the show Invincible Fight Girl?
I've heard of it. I didn't know it was out at all. Isn't it on Amazon or no? Adult
HBO.
Swim. I think they're airing it on Adult Swim.
That's wild because it seems very PG.
Is it a girl that wants to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but let me see. Airing on Toonami, the Toonami block.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they're getting like a platform, but it just seems so Steven Universe that I would have assumed they would hit their target audience.
Yeah. Well,
because it's not like there's no blood or anything.
I'm trying to think
and
of
everything seems very friendly.
Show that would have been like that, had like no blood.
I mean, it was all anime, so it would have depended on like whoever imported it.
Right. I mean, like they used to show Toonami like right after school days, and they still had some blood and stuff. Like I saw Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho that way, and that was not like a heavily censored version. It was probably slightly...
Oh yeah, we love blood here in America.
It's actually something that people complain about with Dragon Ball Super, is that there's like no blood. Because it's a bit more of a kid's show. Supposedly. I don't believe in that because there's like universe extinction events and shit.
No, that's just a fun anime trope.
Yeah.
Kids can understand that.
Yeah, they don't need to see blood for that.
Yeah. You don't need blood to understand genocide.
What is it called when you wipe out an entire universe? Is it
Gallicide?
Gallicide? Unicide wouldn't make sense, because that sounds like one.
No, that's when you wipe out all the unicycle riders on your block.
I would hate to do that. Omnicide? Yeah, that could work.
No, Omnicide is when everything's very one-sided.
Yeah, like Omni-Man.
Yeah.
But, did you watch? I didn't know any of Invincible Fight Girl was out. How was it?
I've seen, I think there are only 4 episodes out. It's spectacular.
Hell yeah.
Again, I never would have guessed it was coming out on Adult Swim because it definitely feels like family-friendly entertainment. And I'll watch anything that's good animation.
Mm-hmm.
It's got good animation. It's got fun characters. It feels like a new generation of Ultimate Muscle.
Hell yeah. Not sure if that's still running. I'm pretty sure it's not.
So it's got, you know, a lot of the... It's more anime trope than it is a wrestling anime. And it's not even anime, because it's
a cartoon.
A US-made, cartoon. I was hoping more for, I don't know, something that cared more about the craft. Because they're doing, you know, punches and special moves, but it creates a really fun world. So obviously the intention wasn't to be, you know, like a wrestling homage.
You should watch the Tiger Mask show.
Tiger Mask?
Yeah. Anime wrestling.
I don't think I've even heard of that. I think it kind of got, like, mixed in with a few other properties in my head.
It sort of blends real life stuff. It has New Japan wrestlers as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They, I believe, it's a long-running New Japan, I want to say wrestler, but like persona, I think, handed down.
Oh, I love that.
And
legacy wrestlers.
Yeah, and part of the legacy went into anime. So the anime stuff is canon to the... And I could be wrong about this. I remember reading about this at one point. It may not have been
Fuck,
this.
That sounds so cool, though. I want this to be real.
Apparently, also, Ultimate Muscle started a spin-off in 2011. And that is still going.
Yeah, I really need to check that out, like, outside of 4Kids canon.
Well, the second show, which was called Kinikuma Second Generation or whatever, was sillier than the first one. Even though the first one still had silly stuff, it just heightened that. So it wasn't out of place for 4Kids to adapt it somewhat.
Yeah.
There's still obviously going to be raunchy shit they're not going to do, but that just probably would have made it over.
So did 4Kids adapt the original series or the second series?
I think the second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can accept that, because, like, I mean, they make Gundams for every age group, because it's a franchise. So if they're franchising it, I can get, you know, the things I want, being a 32-year-old man who wants to watch cartoons all day.
Okay, it's not even, I don't think it's even the same studio anymore, which is fine. Production IG, I don't know who.
Honestly, all this talk just makes me want to rewatch Megalobox.
Hell yeah. How is the second season?
Oh my god, it's so cool. Like,
I've watched the first one twice.
Yeah, watch the second season.
Okay.
It's got a better story than any American boxing movie. Or I'd say, like, any American boxing sequel. Because those are all just... Can he punch him again? Does he still got punch left in him? But, you know, it actually adds some depth to like, the Rocky type character.
I gotcha. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool.
I've seen a good chunk of the first series of Hajime no Ippo, which is boxing.
Ooh.
Very old show. Definitely has some problematic stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, watch it through that lens. I always appreciate, kind of the warning rather than like the scrub.
Yeah. Did you know? Production IG are the people that made at least the newer FLCL, and there's a season. Let me get this right. 4 and 5 of the new FLCL called Grunge and Shoegaze.
I did not.
I had no idea.
Shit. Yeah, because like they had mentioned, progress. I mean, it's not like it's something we're gonna wait on bated breath for. Having only released 6 episodes, and then we waited 20 years for the next 12.
Yep, and these are just 3-episode seasons, which is really fucking weird.
Yeah. But progressive and alternative were spectacular, and I mean, obviously the soundtracks are such big parts of it, but God, Pillows did not lose a step.
Fuck yeah. Travis, that is beyond time, but wrapped up in what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Pencils down. So what do you think?
On the table?
Thank you. What are you thinking of these?
Looks tough.
Yeah.
I mean, even he doesn't seem to have eyes, but the hammer does.
Well, yeah, he does need to see where the nails are.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's a nail when you're a contractor.
Jeez.
Or I guess he's just a worker. I don't even think we've gotten to the contractor.
Yeah, he's just a stooge. He would go down in a couple shots of a good gun.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, he is union strong, though.
It's true. Travis, we're going to bust a union. How's that make you feel?
Horrible.
That's right. We'll make a new one. A better union.
Oh, yeah, that's why unions are typically busted, right?
Yeah.
To form new ones?
That's right. I'm going to give you a cool 9K for this one.
I appreciate it.
The guy's looking buff, he's looking tough, he's looking rough, and he's looking like a mean customer. I couldn't come up with another up.
Looks like a nut.
Well, that's a shame because there's more.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm full to bursting.
Well, unfortunately, I'm looking at these guys, and it looks like that was just phase 1.
Wait, phase?
That's right.
This isn't even his final form?
This isn't even. That's why you thought he was the boss. You were feeling his energy.
I got that aura off of him. That fighting spirit.
He's got those JoJo evil characters floating around him.
Yeah, the aura.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the. Nope.
I don't think that's the aura. I think the aura is the punch.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I think he's moving along, and it looks like there's something deeper coming in behind it.
Oh no. He's just a prelude to the evil.
An omen. A big buff omen.
I don't like this, Travis.
Yeah, I could be coerced into proceeding on with a couple points.
Right, I'll make it a 10. Even 10.
10 points.
No, 10K.
Ooh, 10K! That's money. I can spend that at the cash box.
That'll get you somewhere. Let's see if you'll be able to come back, though. Okay,
Here's
cool.
hoping.
For a second, I thought I gave you 1,000 on accident. Then I typed in 1,000. I had to count the zeros.
Always count the zeros, because I'm going to. And I'll charge you a fee every time.
That's right. It's an extra 0 for a 0 missed.
Which, as you've told me every time I've tried to do this before, is nothing.
Yeah, 0 is 0. You can't divide. You can't add. You can't subtract. You can't touch 0. 0 is untouchable.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I've tried.
Yeah, stop. It's gonna slap your hands away.
I just ask. I'm not a grubby grabber.
That's fair. You've never grabbed a point, a single point. If you did, I'd know, because I'm like a dragon counting my hoard.
You know, like as soon as a single point moves,
I know which
you're
one
there.
and where it went.
You're there like shareware.
I just instant transmission. You can't stop me.
Yeah, your wings are a hurricane.
Travis, I don't know how to lead this into the next prompt.
I don't think we have to. I think it's leading itself in.
I think so too. Well, you wanna?
Yeah. So I think there's some hardware backing up this little laborer.
This little professional procession.
Yeah. So again, I think we map it out. We figure out a game plan. Again, same time on the clock.
Okay. They almost saw us last time, so we may have to relocate once or twice, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll try and get... I mean, they seem to be moving kind of perpendicular from us.
Yeah. I don't know what they're trying to do. I hope it's nothing bad, but...
Well, I mean, we just built all this new infrastructure.
I know. We gotta... If they see us, we run and hope that they chase us out of town, and then we can fight them. In the desert.
That's good. That's bold, and I'm gonna push you to follow through on that.
Maybe we can use the cactus. We couldn't destroy it, and it is growing in power. Let's see.
We lead them to the cactus. That's smart.
Yeah, and then they'll crash, and then they'll melt from all the gross stuff around the cactus.
Yeah, I don't think it's radiation at this point. I think it's something beyond even that understanding.
I'm gonna have to do some Googling to figure out what that is.
Use your Google counter.
Yep, my Google counter. I hate you. 3, 2, 1, draw.
I bet.
What's stronger than radiation? Nothing.
2 radiations?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. It's just giving me silly results.
Yeah, we call that comic book logic.
Google just doesn't want me to know.
Have you tried adamantium?
Tried it, didn't work. Google said it didn't exist.
Tried Galactus?
Same thing. Google said it didn't exist. It was propaganda.
Have you tried ivermectin?
That's what I take to get rid of my stomach bile.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody should have told Pat and Tig about that.
Why?
No reason.
So now you know, every time you go to a comedy show, just to bring a little Ipecac. Or if they're like, God, I wish someone would throw up right now.
Oh, they're bombing. I can save this!
And then refuse to leave.
I can make a new villain. All that said, like, I don't know I could handle that. I don't know I could handle doing stand-up.
No. Well, I don't know, we're pretty funny.
I mean, we bounce off of each other, but imagine bouncing off of a crowd of strangers who you don't know at all.
It's true. That's true. It is definitely an art.
Yeah, they say it's a conversation. You just gotta have a conversation with them. So, like, I get out there and I'm like, hey, y'all play Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon?
Get like 3 answers. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll berate 2 of those people for picking bad answers.
Bulbasaur.
Because they'll have picked Blaziken and Lucario.
So are you gonna be like, fuck yeah, Bulbasaur?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Venusaur is the best Gen 1 starter.
No, just Bulbasaur.
Where does Bulbasaur lead?
To Bulbasaur. Victory.
Oh.
See,
Then
victory.
no, you gotta evolve
bell.
your Pokemon if you're gonna get anywhere in this life.
You know, that's what a little guy named, I don't think, it wasn't Richie. Damn it, never mind.
Lieutenant Surge?
Well, I was gonna talk about the Eevee brothers,
Oh.
but I couldn't remember their name.
Who's Richie?
Richie's the rival that I think Ash meets at the first Elite Four and has another Pikachu and beats him.
Oh, Sparky?
Yeah. Yep. Because apparently Pikachus are fairly rare, even though they're just in the first forest.
Yeah, but they only have a 25% chance of being seen.
Oh no, I go into 6 battles.
Yeah, but I mean that's rare. If you're just trying to pass through as a nest of Beedrills swarm ya.
And Spearow.
Yeah,
Spearow are assholes.
they sure are. It's kind of like their whole deal.
What is your favorite Pokemon in the anime?
I love Psyduck.
You love Psyduck. Cool. Do you like his gimmick and all that?
Yeah, just has a massive headache and
Yeah.
then just fucking bursts. But also, like, my favorite Pokemon is Primeape. I do love Primeape in the anime.
Those are really that. I don't know if that's a multiple episode thing.
The hat stealing, it was
Yeah.
all one episode.
Oh, okay. Well, it left an impression.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun because he sent in 12 postcards to get that hat.
I always loved the episode Go West Young Meow, where you learn about his backstory.
Yeah, did it all for a girl.
Yeah, what
Gave up his
simp.
chance to evolve or his chance to learn Payday.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But he learned to speak.
Sacrificed it all for a girl. Didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it's a shame. And that's
But also just
the
that
start of his villain arc.
that scene of Jesse and James throwing James's bottle caps into the ring. Fucking oof. Hits you right in the heart.
Yep. Speaking of hitting you right in the heart, Don-to-Don's really good.
Oh yeah, I've been reading it.
They just did the they concluded the demon that was going after pink hair.
I've been reading it, so I don't know the color of anybody's hair.
Oh, the girl
Is it the hair demon?
The girl, it was the mom. Yeah, the hair demon.
Okay.
It's the second or third one that they go up against.
Yeah, so it's like the evangelical Christian student.
I think so. I don't know if they've gone into her back. She's a mega bitch at first.
She hates
What's her face?
fuck, I can't remember any of their names because I just look at the pictures. Because I'm
Culture.
I don't know, a Neanderthal or something.
Oh, I was going the opposite. Yeah, she hates Main Girl.
Yeah. And accuses her of being a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's an evangelical. I don't know if they changed it in the anime, but in the manga, she's an evangelical Christian. That's why she hates Main Girl. Because she thinks she's a demon.
She does think she's a demon. Maybe I just didn't catch that. Like they mentioned it once and moved on or whatever.
Hmm.
Only got so much time.
Yeah, she thinks she got her powers because she was chosen by God.
I do remember that. That was a really cool scene. The animation's pretty good. I definitely recommend giving it a watch. It's
Oh yeah, I did watch the opening scene you sent me.
mm-hmm. Um,
It's incredibly animated. That opening theme is weird, and I
it's
love that it's not just
yeah,
like a like a J pop rock kind of thing.
yeah,
It's got some kind of like psychedelic to it. Um, yeah, again, like it's a really good story. It almost threw me off at first because it's very shonen horny,
yeah,
but um, it just moves really fast and it's really silly. So it
yeah.
never dwells on anything too much.
And it does silly in a way that doesn't annoy me like some anime will.
Yeah, like that's what threw me off of Demon Hunter,
Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, don't want those ads.
Yeah, we don't need a demon hunter yet.
Yeah, get them off our backs. Or don't even put them on our backs in the first place.
That's right. If we get Dante into this town, there's not going to be a town left.
I don't know. I mean, it won't be the first time.
But it might be the last. Yeah.
I'm not quite ready for that one.
Nope. So
The long goodbye.
Let's keep Dante's number in our phone book and leave it there.
Yeah, we'll call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You don't have to follow up. We'll call you.
For sure. Never gonna.
No. Could be one of those companies that follows up with you, and then when you
In about 3 years. When you
have issue, they keep passing the buck and then never get anything done.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
That's all I do all day, is deal with... There has been... I don't know if it's just becoming an adult. Like, I don't know if this is how companies have always operated, or if there's been some kind of, like, massive decline in quality and effort of service. But just trying to get anybody else to do anything is a fucking chore.
Travis, are you telling
Like,
me
beyond
no one wants
selling
to work?
you anything, they'll sell you something, but then, like, they won't back it up at all.
Like, for, like, repairs or...
Yeah, machine repairs, building repairs, charging you rent every month, and then just putting in the absolute least amount of effort, trying to find the most unscrupulous person to fix things. Because I pay too much rent to be going up on my own damn roof.
That's fair. You still dealing with that, I'm guessing?
I think he got it. But this fucking goober of a handyman who...
Let it all out.
It was a chore. I'll leave it at that. It was a chore. But it should be dealt with, but I don't trust his competence. And so I guess I need to start dealing with stuff myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's not my fucking house.
Yeah.
So, I have to do that kind of like cost effect equation in my head of what value am I getting out of this, and how much effort and labor am I going to have to put into this.
To see even if it's worth pursuing at all.
Yeah. What am I at time-wise?
You got 12 minutes.
Alright, I think I get the gist of this out.
Yeah. That beast is looking hungry.
Oh yeah, it's tearing stuff down left and right. Now you asked me about my week. How about yours?
Oh, let me think. I didn't do anything super fun. We hung out on Saturday, but we're not going to talk about that yet.
I mean, we can talk about lessons learned. Learned a lot about levers.
That's true. Learned a bit about police.
Yeah. So it turns out, if you're setting up a pulley system, a fixed pulley only offers a mechanical advantage of 1-to-1.
What does that mean?
So, if you're pulling on a fixed pulley, the weight you're pulling is equal to the weight actually being lifted.
So it's doing basically nothing except for giving you a different angle of pull
from.
Yeah.
But if you have a movable pulley in the system, like a pulley that moves with the weight or with the ropes being moved, it gives you a 2-to-1 advantage.
So you only need half.
Which, looking back, we've got all those double pulleys. We could have given ourselves up to an 8 mechanical advantage, and our actor would have felt like probably 25 pounds.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
If that. Yeah, we could have killed him.
I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We could still.
No, now that we know a lot more about pulleys, yeah, we're gonna murder this man.
And maybe there'll be evidence.
No.
Oh.
Not in these woods.
Well, that's good. I wouldn't want evidence.
Yeah, it's a lot of hassle.
Got a red tape.
It's better to deal with it beforehand than have to clean up after. It's like college party rules.
I just feed everything to a pig.
Yeah, like we did in college.
Yeah, it's how I clean up all my messes.
I miss our old fratmate pig.
Mm-hmm. Stinko.
Yeah. Called him Stinko, called him Pig. Went on to become a lawyer.
Yeah. I'm still in contact with him. So, I mean, I can tell him hi for you.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might need one. I don't know why you came to me first.
Well, lawyers take a while.
Oh, that's fair, and you got to keep them on retainer. It's
like I said,
it's an expensive process.
Yeah, I got to save all the money for the town, and that's what I was trying to do here.
And I work for points.
Well, yeah,
and I swear to God, these points are going to be worth something someday.
They are. What do you do with all your points? You just put them under your mattress?
I bury them in coffee cans.
Oh. Are you trying to
save them for later? I don't trust banks.
But yeah, I assumed that. Why would
Especially because we don't have one in town, and anyone who claims to be a bank is usually a doppelganger.
Doppelganger, con artist, idiot.
All the same to me.
Yep.
I stick a bolt of silver in their eye.
You've got about 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the most of it.
Please do.
What have you been up to? Anything interesting? Have you pet any cool cats lately? Have you seen any cool plants?
Dude, I pet cool cats every day.
Oh, that's true. I'm only so lucky every time I visit.
I've been playing a shitload of this demo called Half Sword. It's a like a physics-based arena game. It's been pretty fun. It's kind of jank in the way that like fun VR games are, but it's not VR. And I know that doesn't sound like a selling point, but it totally is because the physics are just super fun.
No, I'm here for that. To be able to experience that without the nauseousness.
Oh yeah. There is a first-person mode. I would not recommend it, but it's super fun. This demo's like bare bones as fuck. You're dropped into a black void where there's just a floor and like a table with some candles, or like an armor piece and like a candle stand, or just typical weapons like an axe or some knives, or a shovel, bladed shovel. And then you just have like right and left click control which arm you want to swing, and then you just move the mouse in the way that you want to swing.
That rules.
It's pretty awesome. It's like I said, it's hella clunky, and I'm not good at it. I have to turn my sensitivity way up so that I can just outswing people. Whereas I've seen good people that have their sensitivity really low, and they're literally sword fighting like with precision.
Oh yeah, you want it to feel like it has some weight.
Oh, it's got weight. It may have too much weight at times. The first boss that you can run into is this guy decked out in all black with like 2 sickles on his side and then a big scythe.
Oh yeah, that's Dante.
Oh my god, that scythe is so good. It's such a fun game. I've put in like, between me and Tasha, we put in like 12 hours into this little like 20-minute demo.
Dang. This sounds really cool. Did you ever play it? There was like, it was a pretty early Oculus game where you fought in a Coliseum, and you could literally grab anything and use them as a weapon.
Was it called Gorn?
Yes.
Yeah, that game's fun. It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
not nearly as polished.
I loved Gorn the one time I played.
They actually
what?
It's not nearly as polished as Gorn. They have they have a playtest out right now that actually takes place in an arena, but I like the Void version more.
Hell yeah!
And they're actively working on it.
Go support more indie games. I've gotten in the habit of playing. I finished my. I think this is the first time I've ever beaten a game of Civ.
I've
ever won.
I don't think I've beaten a game of Civ. If I have, it's only been like 1 or 2.
Yeah, because like, it's always something you're not focused on that they catch you off guard on.
Yep.
And so while you're, working towards science or something, somebody gets a religion victory because you couldn't build a fucking religion because you can only have 5 in the game.
You gotta go kill one.
Yeah, but I was building science. I wanted to have a culture of logic and reason in this trying time.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Ain't got no time for science.
Unfortunately, the first game I won was a conquer victory. Okay. And I felt really bad about it.
Why?
Because I killed a bunch of people.
Well, they were your enemies.
Oh, that's justification.
Yeah.
You're right.
They didn't listen to you, so, and you warned them. You're like, hey, you should really, it's gonna be best for all of us.
Yeah. And turns out the people like a tough man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I also had to stack the decks in my favor a little bit because, God, I'm bad at Civ. Like, it's one of those games where you have to kind of learn to optimize.
Yep. Especially early on.
I don't like to look up how to play it. I like to figure that out for myself.
Yeah, that's just gonna be harder, but doable. Totally doable.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand the point. Some people just like to, I don't know.
They're wanting to play
what
online.
Triggers it's hitting for them if they look up how to optimize and then just execute it. Like, I guess it's just different thought processes. For me, It's like, I want to figure out the puzzle.
I feel
that's where my satisfaction comes from.
If you were ever to speedrun a game, I don't think you would look up a guide. You would just go into it and keep optimizing your route.
Well, I think I would, if I were to try and speedrun, I would look up best practices and then try to build off of those, like, because that's such like an ingrained deep process, because you have to learn about all of these exploits that are already built in.
True, but you could just find your own, and then you might find something better. But you will, you're totally right that you'll just be left in the dust if you don't look up techniques and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I'm going to speed run, like...
At the very least, how to move fast.
That, I don't know, that just gives off a competitive element.
And that's what I was thinking with Civ, actually, is that's why people would look up a meta or whatever of how to do stuff. It's because they're wanting to be competitively better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they could also be playing online.
That makes sense.
But I agree. I don't really look up stuff either. I'll look up stuff if I'm like trying to do something and just can't get it to work. And I can't. Civ's actually this newest one, 6, has a really good encyclopedia within it to like tell you what each thing is.
Yeah. I didn't realize because like I forgot that I got it for free on Epic.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when I finally remembered and installed it, I didn't realize that they had taken out the economic victory.
What? Oh, that might be a that could be a DLC.
They took it out of 6. I don't know if they brought it back, but it was there in 5, and 5 was the last time I played. So I spent my entire first run trying to do an economic, and I was like, well, here I am making all this money. What's my end game here? And then I looked it up, and it turns out I was just wasting all my time, and I could have just been buying things that would have brought me to another victory.
From what I'm just reading on Reddit, someone said gold is a means to an end, just like production. All victories are economic victories, so to speak. The economy is what you build up to pursue a victory. There's just no population victory either, for example. So you were building your base resources, but then you have to figure out where you want to then route them.
But if I haven't been doing them and I end up in the atomic age, just very rich, but very dumb and armyless.
Yeah, you got to do something with that gold, I guess.
Yeah, apparently go for a culture victory next.
That's what the first person suggested, is that you could have really pretty easily transitioned to a culture victory doing that.
Oh yeah, I tried that. I tried to, when I learned I was chasing, whispers in the dark. I tried to buy everybody else's relics and works of art, but there's only one person who would trade with me because I wasn't a warmonger.
Huh. I guess you just needed stuff that they needed. You needed to be able to provide, like, they don't have oil or fabric or whatever.
Yeah, I should have bribed them.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, they are
bunch of assholes is what they are.
I was just gonna say parroting real world stuff.
Yeah, I mean, too well.
Yeah.
No humanity.
Well, their initial thought for the game was, what if we took the history of the world and put it in a game and made it playable?
From Mel Brooks?
Yep. Just for that, Travis, your little smart aleck comment. That's time. I'm calling it out.
Hold on. I feel like this could really help us.
Okay. Yeah, sprinkle that white stuff on them.
I love it when you say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like the white stuff.
Yeah, make it snow.
We're not talking dandruff.
Sure not. Unless it's the devil's dandruff.
It might be. I'm not.
All right. So, I mean, this looks like a fearsome opponent. I think we better tread carefully, as they are not.
That's not even. They got a couple of them out. They got their dogs out.
Yeah, I mean, they're riding these like mounts. It looks like a whole sawhorse.
Oh no. You know, I didn't even put that together until now. Good job.
I could have made it more horse coated, I guess. I didn't.
You got the
See, I tried to make like the
handle.
handle look like reins, and then have the
Yeah.
little knob for the saddle.
I was thinking dog the whole time for some reason.
That makes sense. It's got a very cartoon dog motion.
Yeah, it could be.
It looks like it's kind of Pluto prancing around.
Mm-hmm. It's probably also the color. If you had chosen a darker wood.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not the most accurate representation, but I think it'll help us in the long run if we kind of map out some strategic points.
Speaking of strategic points, Travis, take a look at the score right there. You're sitting at a cool 22-222.
I'm taking those right to the bank.
Like you don't trust the bank.
I mean the bank of the river where I bury all my coffee cans.
Well, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. And I'm going to be right back.
Same here.
Yeah, don't...
You got digging.
Don't worry about that right now.
You feel that rumbling?
Yes, I wasn't gonna say anything.
I think something big is coming. Maybe we should move to more stable ground before trying to draw this one out.
Yeah, let's go to the cactus.
All right. Now we can plan.
Yeah, I don't think we have long, but... Okay, what's your plan?
All right. I mean, same one as before. We lure it to the cactus and see what happens, but at least get a... In case that doesn't work, get a scope on what we're working with here.
Maybe we've made the ground around the cactus real loose, so if they step near it, they'll fall in.
Yeah, I've often had that problem. Like, by the time I'm done using the cactus, I'm like boot deep.
Yeah, so that might be something. Okay.
Also, the spines have gotten huge.
Yeah, huge, and they're kind of curling a little bit.
And it also seems to be emitting some kind of pus.
Well, it's pus tonight. Sometimes it's blood.
I haven't been there in a blood night.
Oh, that might have been only on a blood moon.
Ah, that makes sense.
Which, I haven't checked the calendar recently, but I don't think we're due for one.
I hope not.
Speaking of this reconnaissance, Travis, how long do you think we can spare?
Give me about 50 minutes, and I think I can...
50, okay. Well, I guess we'll have to get to it. 3, 2, 1, let's draw.
On it. So, I mean, while we're just kind of scouting out here, I've been listening to some new music.
Oh, yeah?
You heard of this Chapel Roan character?
Chaperone?
Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan. No.
Are you being for serious right now?
Let me see. Rowan. I'm under a rock.
Yeah, that's Springfield, Missouri's own Chapel Roan.
touring feat. Go on.
One of the biggest pop artists who blew the fuck up last year.
Oh, no, I had not heard of him. Well, I think the name sounds familiar, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was late to the club, too. The Pink Pony Club, that is.
Is that a drug?
It's a song. About wanting to be a stripper.
Ooh. In a good way?
Yeah.
Cool.
I support sex work.
Yeah, sure.
And stripping isn't even sex work. It's like
It's,
boner work.
Yeah, well, depends on what kind of stripper you are and what your club
It's
allows.
in the oeuvre.
It's
in the oeuvre.
All I'll say is
like,
it can be.
Yeah.
To the right,
You're not
in the right situation.
Actively having sex. But
usually.
It's... In this day and age, it's a minute delineation.
Yeah, you still get in trouble. There's still a no touching rule. You still gotta listen to it.
Of course. Just like in the prison and Arrested Development, no touching.
Oh, I did start watching Arrested Development this week. Again, not my first time. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, I was there for the first episode. I don't know how often watching the first episode of Arrested Development happens in your household, but...
This year, it's been, I think, 3.
Okay.
But it's mostly
so I caught
restart.
One of the cycles.
Yeah. I still haven't watched the new stuff. I watched a bit of the first Netflix season, the one that they've since, I think, recut.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
I appreciated what they did with that season.
Yeah.
In trying to play on the format.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, that's what you do. You don't just... Fans are always going to bitch.
Yeah.
They're always going to be, play the hits, play hot to go. But, yeah, I appreciate... It's like the people who don't like new albums from bands despite them being just, like, objectively good.
Right. Like, if you're just like, I don't like Coheed. New Coheed.
Yeah, I think Coheed fans are the people who hate Coheed the most. Like, a lot of the Coheed fans I initially talked to about Vaxxus Part 1 did not like it. And I fucking fell in love with it. And I fell in love with the song Old Flames because it was just like such a unique departure, because that's what I want from a band. Like, I just want to hear them trying stuff out, and maybe it's not always going to work.
So you would rather have a less good album, potentially, because they're trying something new?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd rather have that than the same album 4 times in a row.
That's fair. Though I think with Coheed, they would never put out the same album 4 times in a row.
Once or twice, maybe.
Maybe.
But, they're progressive. I mean, the entire genre of prog is supposed to be built on trying new shit out.
Yeah.
Get noodly with it.
Not caring who sees.
It's just so weird to see them on tour with Primus, because, like, they took a jab at Primus for doing, like, jam stuff. And it's like, alright, are you really prog if you're not willing to just fucking
jam it out?
Try stuff out on stage for a little bit?
Mm-hmm. I think they were touring with Primus and Incubus.
Oh, wow.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's more about, like, personal friendships than it
Yeah.
is about, trying to crowd appeal. Because I can't imagine they have to work anymore.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. Touring is how you make your money.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, I guess there's always more to be made. But
You got
they can have a
families.
comfortable retirement off of circa 2008
Yeah.
alone.
Yep. Let's see, have I been listening to any other music? Not especially. It's been a pretty not music heavy time for me. I've been watching a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like, I usually listen to music in my car, and that's only because I do it intentionally, because I've been burning through, like, podcasts and audiobooks so fast at work that I'm like, I just need to set aside a time to take in new music. But, Spotify, like, their algorithm is fucked. It's either giving me songs that I already, like, on playlists that previously recommended a bunch of new stuff. It's only been recommending, like, stuff I already know, or just fucking garbage that I don't care about, and I don't know how it decided I might enjoy it.
Just throwing it out. I don't know. Do you use the Discovery playlist?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I've been having issue with, is Discovery and Release Radar, because despite never having listened to, or not never, because it keeps putting it on my playlist, but
I think she'll like it.
despite not caring about an artist or ever seeking them out, it keeps throwing them on my Release Radar. I guess I just have to block the artist, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to hurt the artist in any, in
Yeah.
any kind of way.
Shouldn't you be able to like dislike a song and it then will curate that a little better?
I hope so, but I worry about it. I worry about the artist. Like, it's like nothing against the artist. It's just not for me. It's not what I care to listen to. It's not what I want my playlist curated around. But still, they're on there consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know anymore. Like, I wonder if their algorithm has become somewhat like any other social media where it's like pay to play.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if they have any kind of boost feature. I've never seen backend on Spotify, so I can't say one way or the other. But, like, Facebook is always like, hey, do you want to boost this post? Do you want to pay us money? Do you want to pay us money for just putting this post out there that says, hey, we're not going to stream tonight, or hey, we're having a stream tonight like we do every Monday night?
I can ask my friend Chaotrope. He's been making music for a number of years. If there's any like monetary,
hey, Chaotrope, you out there?
scumminess.
KO.
Must be sleeping. But yeah, that would be interesting to find out how much of that is weighted, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually found out, and this is gross, and I don't want to do it. Twitch actually gets rid of your pre-roll ads if you run 3-minute ads an hour. I'm like, that's so much time. Yeah.
Jesus. But if you don't do it, it's only pre-roll, right?
Yeah, but it's like 6 ads that get into a stream.
Jesus, it's inshitification.
Yeah.
They're just incentivizing bad practices.
They're incentivizing you subbing to that. That doesn't help when it's like a new streamer or not a new viewer.
Yeah, exactly. It
Really strange.
like I know bigger streamers do that because ultimately it helps in the long run.
Yeah, I know a streamer
I don't
that
even know if we have the option for that.
we do. We have
We do?
we have since we became affiliated
Okay, I thought you might have to be whatever the next tier
partnered.
is. Yeah.
Nope. Just don't.
Clown says Twitch won't let them find us.
That's so fucking weird. Had to scroll through the thing. I think if you swipe right. I don't know. I know.
Yeah, because we don't have any copyright strikes.
I think Twitch has recently redone their mobile UI, and it's shit. They've redone it a couple times because it's been shit. Because they now have it to where it scrolls like TikTok, where you can scroll through live stuff, and like
Mm-hmm.
no, not us. Yeah, Twitch has been one step forward, two steps back. What you need?
A bit is generous.
Yeah. I mean, they let us multi-stream now. Thanks, guys. That's real cool.
Yeah, thanks all these years later.
You
with
don't-
all of it, like, they're constantly fighting the market,
Mhm.
and so people are constantly coming up with like these patches and workarounds, and they're like, what if we just try and put our effort and money into fighting every single patch?
Well, thank you for the warning. What you said you were running out of podcasts. Or audiobooks? What have you been listening
I haven't been doing much audiobooking lately. I've been trying, like, because I use the Libby app, so I can only get like what my local library has. But the Libby app fucking rules if you don't have it.
I've heard of it. Is it just free book and stuff?
It runs off of your local library. Like, if you have a library card, you can use it. You can rent books that they have, they've purchased. So they'll purchase audiobooks and rent them out. They'll purchase like some certain number of copies.
Yeah.
Eye of the World.
Yeah.
I've read Eye of the World.
Oh, well. I've heard the audiobook really good. Like, even I don't want to say for an audiobook.
Yeah.
So,
I did try some Dresden Files. I tried the first one, and it was fine. I might have to go back to see if my library has any more of those. That's the issue with it, is trying to find things that are available. I've listened to all of Brandy Sandy's oeuvre, and I've been trying to reread those just to like reread, so that maybe it sticks a little better in my head. But I should be past remembering any detail about a fiction franchise matter in my life.
Stormfront started in college on a bet. That's badass. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the point there was that if you're looking for something to read, that 13 full-ass books and a prequel.
Yeah. I'll have to see if the audiobooks are available at my library. I know at least Stormfront was.
You could always create a bunch of free Audible accounts. Never pay them. Get a free book every time.
Or I could go to, I don't know,
Website.
a certain trading hub that I used to frequent. Yeah, it was kind of by the docks.
Yeah, out
I
in the
mean, there
bay.
was it was over in the bay. But, for things like that, like, if ever I'm able, I like to support the artists. I tend to save the trips to the bay more for larger companies that could have a deeper impact on my life if they ever caught me.
Yeah. Nintendo. You're a big Nintendo fan.
Or the mouse. I like to call it the mouse because
Nintendo?
no, the other one.
Like,
Yeah, because you know how they made computer mice.
yeah. Apparently, yeah. Games Workshop. Don't fuck with them. I can say that from experience.
What's Games Workshop?
Warhammer and whatnot.
Oh, that's such a fucking bummer. Considering like how fragile their entire setup is. Like they've got a good IP, but as Wizards and I guess only Wizards learned, I can't imagine that message made it to Hasbro. Don't fuck with your entire fan base.
Yeah, I don't know how much Wizards really learned.
As much as the Hasbro propaganda machine allowed them to.
I'm not sure how many. I guess I've seen a company do more backsteps. Microsoft originally didn't have used game.
Oh yeah, there are no scruples anymore. It's no holds barred. Yeah, but no, capitalism good. Make good economy. Anytime an innovation comes along, if it can't be immediately monetized, you invest money in actively fighting it.
Yeah, dump it. That's probably a good idea.
That's not money. That's the opposite of money. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to the beach.
That's something I need to watch more of.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd had to head to the bay.
Yeah, if you don't have Netflix.
More like Netflix, because frick those guys.
I agree. Detroiters, that was also good. Same guy. Tim Robbins. I don't remember the other guy. He's in a lot. But I don't know what I can.
I've seen
Did you see the
2 seasons, I guess.
Ghost of Christmas Way Future?
I don't know if I've seen that.
That might.
Again, it's like a sketch show, so
Yeah. I've seen it a lot, so I can probably name a couple, one or two skits, kind of like Whitey's Kid.
yeah, like Mountain of Shares.
Mm-hmm. With the hot air balloon where they have to crawl down a poop rope.
Or the Civil War on drugs.
Actually, yeah, I've seen this a ton of times.
I do love the I think you should leave where bones are their money. And also worms.
I quote that often. I quoted it at our game of Curse of Strahd.
Hell yeah. That's the perfect place.
Yeah.
Did they have bone money?
They didn't pull our hair out, so I never found it.
Oh. Well, they just want a second chance at life.
Yeah, that's why I was just gonna let them be. You know, everyone deserves a second chance. They've never seen so much food.
Did you ever watch the Make Some Noise episode featuring what's his name? Pete Holmes?
I've only seen the Wayne Brady episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the longest time I thought it was different than what it was, so I thought it was going to be annoying and didn't watch it.
Oh, it's so good. Like, I don't know. Dropout. I won't say they haven't missed for me, but they work with some really great people and put out some really consistent stuff. So whenever they like spin off a show, it's usually pretty good.
Speaking of sort of tangentially, did you see? Yeah, you did. What Brian David Gilbert's been doing?
With Louis Zong and We're the Kids.
I believe they put out a second song, though it could have just been all on his own. He's been putting out music on his own too, you know. But there's one about small talk today that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was. I think that was just him, but I don't know if they've been like developing these together.
Right. He's awesome.
They're all geniuses, and they're all handsome, and they're all talented. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them.
Gotta move out, Travis. Move out to the big city.
And then go meet them and embarrass myself and never work in that town again?
But at least you made an impression.
You're right.
At least for a moment.
I should go out there.
Yeah. Gotta make your call. Roll initiative, Travis.
I roll initiative on life, I say as I embarrass myself and rip my pants in front of Sung Wong Cho.
Any joke I make may have sounded. Apparently, it was on. BDG has a new show on Dropout.
Oh, really? Blurb Dropout. Because I know he was the new moderator for Actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in it much, so I was wondering if he's still doing it.
Huh. Yeah, he was also in an episode of Make Some Noise with Sun Wong Cho, otherwise known as Pro ZD, and Lisa Gilroy, who is one of the just absolute funniest people who I've seen through Dropout and then through Comedy Bang Bang. But the Dropout talent, they've been, I don't know, it seems like these things kind of, there's like a new internet comedy wave, and so I mean it makes sense that they're all kind of like associated with each other.
I think actual plays and whatnot are just becoming the next huge thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And you
you
combine that with
we're
a bunch
already
of comedic
past
talent.
that zenith.
Yeah, when they're doing shows in Madison Square.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's real cool. I hope they don't super shitty with it.
Somebody's going to.
Yeah.
You're like, you've got your innovators, you've got your, your Game Grumps, who were honestly innovators in their field. The fact that they still have a thriving media company to this day is incredible.
Yeah.
You've got your Mega 64s, but then inevitably you get your Jake and Logan Pauls, your Keemstars,
There was a prank YouTuber that went to, I think it was South Korea, and I say prank YouTuber, but he's actually just a fucking racist piece of shit. He apparently got caught with weed and now is serving like 10 years in like South Korean jail. They just wouldn't let him leave. And they were just looking for a reason to lock him up. He apparently just travels the world being a huge piece of shit and getting beat up.
Hell yeah.
So that's a little W there. Yeah, Grumps, they didn't really start the trend, but they really pushed it because they already had individual following.
Yeah, they had JonTron and Ego Raptor followings,
which at the time were huge for their animation.
I mean, I wouldn't say until recently. Like, they always kind of did their thing and, kind of had their own brand. Whereas, I guess, like, innovators in the space would be, your Markiplier. Or not even innovators, just, like, the top names would be your Jacksepticeye and your Markiplier.
Mr. Fortune.
I didn't know he did Let's Play.
Oh, he probably...
Or you're just talking about the YouTube space.
Yeah, I just went to influencers, content creators.
Oh, yeah. Like, those people ruined what it means to do YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, they made it
because, I can't blame them. I have to blame Google.
Yeah, YouTube did it too. Or YouTube definitely pushed it in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, they automated everything. So when you automate what's going to get the most eyes on the most things, you're going to suck out any soul your platform's going to have. So catch us on YouTube on Wednesday?
Oh, man. Why was that with a question?
Let's Play was the first series ever, says Clown.
I feel so bad for whoever came up with the idea of Let's Play, because you know they didn't get popular.
Oh, no. Like, even now, like, it's still kind of a... Despite how massively successful and popular it is, it's still kind of a poo-pooed idea.
Yeah.
And I think what got me into Grumps was, like, in hindsight, largely the editing. So it didn't feel just like... And I mean, I already engaged in, that parallel play kind of aspect of associating with friends by playing games, but... watching them play it and having Barry edit stuff was very fun.
Yeah. What I liked is that it felt like, what I liked about, like, even, like, duo Let's Plays, it feels like you're just, if done right, and done right in my framing, it feels like you're just hanging out with them. And that's really what
it's that parasocial relationship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that I'm not hanging out with them.
Right, but I mean, that's the effect. It's a cult of personality.
Yeah.
That's what draws people to a lot of podcasts as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I was so, like, hooked on Harmontown. Mm-hmm. Like, I even gave Harmontown a full re-listen.
Sorry. Apparently Achievement Hunter started Let's Play.
Oh, wow.
So I was completely wrong. I don't feel sorry for them at all.
Nope.
Another thing...
They don't need our sympathy.
Nope.
They're doing okay.
Yeah, that wasn't even out. That wasn't even like their breakout hit.
Yeah, I guess it would make sense, like Machinima and all that.
I was gonna bring up Machinima as shitty as we've been told they are.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely shitty, but that's how Rooster Teeth and everything got their start, because they were releasing through Machinima for Red vs. Blue.
That could have been some of the start for VTuber.
That makes sense. I mean, it's all video game content, but back in the day, it was just like video games were it was a niche. It was our little clubhouse.
So it's definitely not like at all popular, or most people didn't and looked down on.
Yeah, it was still looked down upon. It's so weird to think about because, like, even I have trouble imagining a world like that nowadays.
Yeah, I can't think that. I read somewhere that over 52% of whatever population plays the game, over half, right?
And the rest are too old or too dumb.
Yep. What's wrong, Gramps? Can't get your fingers to work?
Oh, the arthritis again? Yeah, right. Get with it, old man.
Yeah, if somebody told me that they were into an ASMR VTuber, I would just be like, that's cool. I don't need to know more. Iron Mouse is like, I think the highest sub Twitch, or maybe even at this point YouTuber, and they're just a VTuber that has to stay in their house due to being immunocompromised.
Jeez.
I don't know, it's just been popping off for them. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm glad they're able to do something for their house, but like, it's also, I imagine, because they have all that time.
Yeah. Yeah, power of a narrative, exactly. And what's good is they've been doing good with that popularity. They've done fundraising and whatnot for causes that would help. It sounds shitty, but it's not, obviously. Causes that would help them or people like them.
Yeah, I mean, causes they can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. Because they're not, Paul or other shitty content creator Keemstarring it, where it's entirely about self-gain.
Yeah, you didn't see them immediately go buy a mansion or something.
Mm-hmm. I can see them doing it. Gives them lots of space to roam.
Might as well
yeah, until you've encompassed the entire world in your house. There was finally time. Yeah, the expansion victory.
Are you into Project Zomboid at all, or RimWorld?
I've heard of them. No.
Okay.
Nothing outside the name.
That's fair. There's a YouTuber I watch that I really like called Ambiguous Amphibian. He's really funny. I don't know. He's a weird guy.
Does he tell knock-knock jokes?
He probably has. But he does Project Zomboid playthrough and challenge runs and stuff. The one that I thought of that spawned all this was he did a run where he would play Project Zomboid but never leave the starting house. So he would have to just live within that house and like try to attract zombies to come into the house so he could get loot.
Hey there, Sailor. Why don't you come on in? That sounds really fun.
Yeah, he does a lot of fun videos and stuff. He's also really good at RimWorld, which is a colony sim.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of entirely different games. I'm thinking of Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds.
Oh,
because
no,
those are always intertwined in my heads.
Nope.
My singular head.
People equate. I'm gonna get this wrong. RimWorld is of a similar ilk to Dwarf Fortress, but not nearly as hard. And it had graphics,
okay.
which Dwarf Fortress didn't. It had ASCII art.
Yeah. But I mean, just so impressive for
absolutely.
Doing the most with so little.
And the fact that it's been two guys hammering it out for like 25 years or so. Longer. And until recently, it was free, and everyone, like every dev, thought they were fucking stupid for making it free because they were, I think one of them had health problems, and they in order to pay for that, they had to turn their fun into a job, but they did it in such a way that it wasn't shitty. Like,
Yeah,
they got a publisher that in their contract that you're hands off. Like, we're gonna make all the choices here. You're just a publisher.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things like people don't understand. Like, there's still that kind of old school holdover of, nah, man, you got to do art for art's sake.
Mhm.
But that comes from such a point of comfortability. Like, you've got to be able to support yourself. You got to be able to invest time in these things and have the money to further these projects. And that's become just exponentially less possible in the past decade, even.
Yeah, for the most part. I do think that game creation and modding tools and all that have become only more prevalent. Like, you can go on Steam, download Game Maker Toolkit for free, and make a game and release it on everything but consoles for free.
Mm-hmm. But you have to have the time to put together the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And in that time, you have
time is money, and
yep.
the resource you have to pay rent. You have to, eat.
That's why people will say, make your games on the side until you can feasibly, quit that job. Your game is your job, but if that's what you're working towards, then perfect.
Exactly, but it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to delineate that time.
Clown says apparently, Donkey says that's what big mode is art for art's sake. And when you're making good art, I mean, people will notice.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no hands.
But again,
off. Sorry. Very hands off. He will help where he can, but it is their.
Yeah, it's just the money has to come from somewhere. The money has to give them the.
You gotta have the reason.
The stability to have the time to be able to put in the effort to make something of worth. And I think that's like, if you're in the making art for art's sake camp, I feel like you either have a really cushy job or don't necessarily have to work. Or
just crazy.
Or just don't care. You're just
don't sleep.
A crust punk kid, who again probably falls in the parents supporting you category.
Yeah, Donkey was crazy. He unfortunately was one of the victims of Machinima.
Oh yeah, I remember that
contract. Stupid kid that didn't know how to read fine print. I guess.
Well, I mean, it was big for him at the time.
Oh yeah, like it helped
when
him,
he was like 30,000 subscribers or whatever.
Yeah, it helped him get his get him to where he is now, but I don't think he. I mean, I know he wouldn't, but I don't think. I don't know what he would do if he could go back, because I mean, like Clown said, those 6 videos a week. I mean, that did something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What he did was he bought a house on their projected numbers, and then they cut way back. So then he was like, I've made 6 times the amount of videos I would have made. And you can see it if you go back, and I'm sure he's unlisted a lot of them. Because he was just pumping them out. It's weird that recently he's been pumping them out again. He just wants to. They've been lower quality videos, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see more Donkey. Yep. I haven't been upset to see a Donkey video.
There's a few where I'm like, that one
But yeah, I imagine it's just trying to make it. Like, it's a tough economy out there for creatives, especially freelancers. Mega 64 just had to do a stream because they were within 2 weeks of shutting down entirely.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Because
was that like breaking news when they did that?
Yeah, they just did a surprise Tuesday stream where they're like, all right, we didn't want to have to do this. We wanted to do everything we could to avoid this, but we need your help.
Wow.
And people came out like they, because they have big name friends all over the industry.
Yeah.
Like they've worked with Kojima several times. Rooster Teeth, a couple of the Rooster Teeth folks came out and helped them out hugely. Because they've always been like, they've had this fake beef with Rooster Teeth for ages. But yeah, I mean, they had difficulty with it because just by their own admission, they were kind of stuck in an old way of running their content, and they weren't getting all these ad deals. They weren't diversifying their income. They, were kind of resting on, a couple of brand deals here and there, and also their like merch and everything. And that's just, unfortunately, it doesn't cut it anymore with all the expenses and just how expensive everything is getting.
Rooster Teeth could have had them covered alone. It shows the value of the neck. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Ray and I forget Ray's partner's name. Just they had their back 100%. I don't know how much they donated, but the reaction on stream was significant.
Right.
But also Ray's partner just really helped, gave them a lot of instruction and guidance, some really good ideas to try and set some things up.
I hope they can.
Yeah, because one thing that really hurt them is they couldn't accept donations on Twitch because they got hit with a big fraud scandal. Like one of those scam things where chargeback scam.
Yeah, apparently you're not supposed to take donations through Twitch. PayPal has protection for that, I think. But then you're...
So yeah, they went through Ko-Fi, but in order to protect against that, you would buy a picture. It's like a PNG. And so you actually got your product, and so they couldn't, charge back because you got what you paid for.
Yeah. Travis, I got some bad news.
That's not time, is it?
Not yet. How much time do you think you have?
Probably all of it.
You've got some of it. We've definitely started.
All the time in the world.
Well, keep
I'm
going.
Gonna take it all for myself.
All I'll say is keep on keeping on.
Just like Foxy used to say. Or I guess came back saying.
Are they back?
Yeah. They came back in 2022. I got to see them live in concert, and it was the highlight of my life. And nothing's been as good since.
But Travis, what if someone puked right now?
Is it at a Foxy show?
It's at a comedy club.
Still not as good.
Man,
Eric Nally.
alrighty.
Eric Nally bummed 3 cigarettes from the audience and then lit them and smoked them and ate them all on stage.
Travis, that's not to be admired. That's addiction.
I think it fucking slaps.
Well, I'm gonna fucking slap that
And
cigarette
so
out of your hand.
That's why I've been eating cigarettes every day since.
At least you're building up your immune system. Are you at least not buying them?
No, I'm bumming them.
Okay,
Just
good.
like Eric Nally would do.
Yeah, you gotta think. What would Eric Nally do?
Hey, can I bum a cig? Ow!
You just chomp the whole
just-
pack so that so that they're like,
I
what the
eat it
fuck?
out of their fingers whenever they offer it to me.
Do you ever get too
So I lick
excited?
their fingers a little bit.
Okay, yep, that was my next question.
How do they know?
I like taking a big chomp out of the pack so then they think it's wasted and just throw it away. And then you get a whole pack.
Ooh,
For
then
free.
you get the whole pack?
Yep. Little trick of the trade.
That's some quality advice. I'm gonna have to try that trick out.
Yeah, you go to your next anime con outside of the rave on a Saturday night, you're chomping 6 free.
Getting out there like Pac-Man.
Waka waka.
Oh, speaking of Pac-Man and anime raves,
Uh-huh.
if you're in the St. Louis area, come check out Anime Rave Takeover. Hosted by Bacon Beats and DJ Packy. I forget what the location is.
Oh no.
See if you can look that up. I'm drawn.
On Google?
On Facebook.
Ugh. What is it called?
Just look up Packy or Anime Rave Takeover. But it's
not the same thing.
It's an anime rave themed rave.
That's interesting.
Put on independent of a convention. Because I think they had some, I don't know if there was some issue with like convention scene, I don't know. But or they're just doing it for fun.
Is it a chance it's called Tokyo Takeover? Anime Rave?
Possibly.
Okay.
Is it put on by Packy and Bacon Beats?
No, this doesn't mean.
Alright, I got this.
You may have.
Get this man in the chair.
Travis, you've got 36 seconds.
Jesus Christ. At least I got some full colors in.
I was gonna.
It's that time I got reincarnated at the Anime Rave featuring Bacon Beats, Packy, and more.
That's very different.
Yeah, that's on me. But it's on Friday, November 29th. It's on Black Friday.
Now, is it going through Black Friday? Or is it like a Thursday
Like a
night?
truck.
Into. They're probably gonna have a truck there, yeah.
No, it's Friday night at 7 p.m. Go out, support your local anime DJs, playing all the hits that the cons won't let them. So you know they're gonna play your favorite hentai jams.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're gonna play Pon Pon Pon. You know they're gonna play
Classic.
Leak Spin.
Classic. You know any more anime songs? Caramel dancing.
Attack on Titan theme song.
Come on, Travis, just reach back.
Fighting
There you
Dreamers.
go. Classic.
Hitting the USA.
Classic.
King of the Hill theme.
Classic. You're missing a big one.
Stand Out from a Goofy movie.
Classic. All right, I think you've wasted enough time.
Yes, we got a big guy coming through. I think this is kind of the cavalry, the vanguard.
So you're
I
telling
don't know how it'll fare against the cactus.
I don't think that cactus is going to move. I think that cactus is going to scare them off. They're going to go right up to it. They're going to smack it, and then that ball's going to be like, I'm out.
It's gonna walk back with X's in its eyes. It's gonna be like, oh, what did I hit?
It's going to rethink its life choices and become something better than a demonic wrecking ball.
I hope you're right.
Maybe
In
that
the
wrecking
meantime,
ball.
in case this is the last time, give me those points.
Okay. Think real hard. All right, Travis, I'll allow you to do one edit, but I need to know what's the company name on the side of the crane.
All right. Uh-oh. My pen stopped responding.
Oh no. You got this. I believe in you.
Is there a window open that I don't know about? What's going on? It won't let me switch layers.
Well, never mind then. The program just doesn't want you to cheat.
Like, certain parts work, but... Ah, jeez.
You know, I think the program just respects the timer.
It must, because it's
hard
fucking locked up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what were you gonna write?
I was gonna wing it up on the fly, and then I forgot entirely because my program is not functioning.
That's fair. Okay. I'm gonna give you 3,000. 30,000. 1,000. 200. 34. 3124.
Oh, I'm raking it in despite all the...
Technical difficulty.
What is going on?
Just delete your art.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to go about it.
Seems like it. See if you can save the other two. Oh, I know. Do a little snipping tool. That'll not kill the quality.
Oh, I think I know what happened. I
Oh?
done lost my nib.
You plum fool. Just throwing your nib all
Yeah, I'm an
willy-nilly.
absolute idiot.
Now you're gonna have to go comb the carpet for a while.
I've got others somewhere that have survived 2 moves.
So I must ask, how's it feel when you step on a nib? Is it like a Lego?
I haven't stepped on one yet.
Oh, well.
I'll report back.
Yeah, let us know next week.
Yeah, so tune in for this exciting conclusion.